Are you brave enough to face the chilling truth of ghostly messages? Imagine receiving a text from someone you know is no longer among the living. The very thought, but what if it happened to you? What if the dead reached out to you through the very device you hold in your hand? The reality of the dead reaching out. The idea seems far-fetched, almost like a plot from a horror movie. Yet sometimes reality can be stranger and more terrifying than fiction. The boundary between the living and the dead is thinner than we think, and sometimes it gets crossed in the most unexpected ways. It was just another late night scrolling through my phone, texting my friend. We had been chatting about latest TV shows. It was a normal conversation, the kind you have 100 times without thinking twice. Came from my phone screen. We chatted until they suddenly stopped responding. One moment we were laughing about a joke, and the next there was silence. I checked the time. It was getting late. Maybe they had fallen asleep, I thought. It wasn't unusual for our conversations to end abruptly like that. I shrugged it off, figuring they must have fallen asleep. No big deal, right? People fall down on the nightstand, yawned and stretched. It had been a long day and I was tired too. I decided to call it a night and get some rest. Well, it was filtered through the curtains, waking me up. I reached for my phone out of habit, ready to check the usual morning notifications, emails, social media updates, and messages. But what I found was something I could never have anticipated. I woke up to a message from their number. My heart skipped a beat. It was unusual for them to text so early. I unlocked my phone, expecting a simple good morning or an apology for falling asleep, but what I saw made my blood run cold. Why didn't you say? I stared at the message, my mind racing. Save them? From what? It didn't make any sense. I felt a chill run down my spine as I tried to comprehend the meaning behind those words. Confused, I stared at the screen, my mind racing. Save them? From what? I rubbed my eyes, hoping I was still dreaming, but the message was still there, as clear as day. I felt a growing sense of unease. Something was terribly wrong. I responded, asking what they... I waited, staring at the screen, hoping for a quick reply that would clear up the confusion. But there was no response. The silence was deafening. Moments later, my phone rang. The sudden sound made me jump. I looked at the caller ID. It was another friend. I answered, my heart pounding in my chest. Their voice was trembling, and I could hear... It was another friend, their voice trembling. They sounded... will never leave me.